Yo, yo, yo. What is going on, guys? Yo, yo, yo. What is going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Today is November 11th, 2017. It is officially Veterans Day. So, thank you for all your services, for all those veterans out there. I really appreciate you guys. And we're going to go ahead and start the stream off with a little bit of an intro. So, let's go ahead and get things popping, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, keep it 100.
What is up, guys? Tony here, Positive Tech Reviews in the building once again. Today is Veterans Day, so shout out to all you wonderful veterans out there. Thank you for your services. And speaking of thank you for your services, I did see a movie. I think it was maybe about a week and a half ago, called Thank You for Your Service. It was an awesome movie. Recommend you guys go out there and check it out. Today's Q&A, or basically love and hate relationship or live stream, is going to be about the iPhone 10. iPhone 10. I've been rocking with it for about a week now, and I have to tell you guys, I hate the phone. Well, I don't hate the phone. That's just kind of a strong word. I actually love the phone. I just the notch took a little while to get used to, but in what is it, in portrait mode, the notch is not an issue. So you guys can see the notch there. It's not an issue in portrait mode, but I just kind of, I don't like it in landscape watching video content. But with that being said, let's go ahead and do a quick tour on the iPhone 10, which I have right here. I keep calling it iPhone X. I'm using this animated wallpaper. It has an AMOLED screen, so it kind of helps with the battery life. So far it's been great with the battery life. With my usage, you guys can see. Let me turn the brightness down a little bit. I apologize. Turn the brightness down just so you guys can check it out and see that screen. Big, beautiful screen. There's probably no one going to be in this live stream today because it's probably real early. It's actually, what time is it here? It's 6 o'clock here. So I know I'm extra early. I always get up early. And just thought I'd make this live stream. We'll wait for people to join. If they do join, if they don't, that's fine. You guys can catch it on the replay. So 1 week with the iPhone 10, I keep saying X, the iPhone 10. I have to say that it kind of grew on me. I didn't, right off the bat, with the notch, was something that I was like, no way, I'm just gonna review it and get that over with, and then probably I won't end up keeping the phone. But as I kept using it through the week, first off, let me tell you the battery life. I say about the first 3 days was not the greatest. We have someone in the stream. What's up, Tech Junkies in the building? The first 3 days battery life was not the best. I have to say that it was barely getting through 1 day usage, and then as time went on, like 3 days later, like about the third day, I would say it was constantly the same. I was getting the same results as far as battery life. I was going to bed with probably about 35 or 40% battery life left over. So it did improve over time, and I guess had to do with the software, recognizing your usage and your daily activities and that or whatnot. But it did pretty good. What's going on, Tech Junkies? Early bird gets the worm. Yeah, I'm up early. I figured I'd knock this quick live stream out real quick about my 1 week with the iPhone 10. I do have a video that I haven't edited yet, but I do have some video footage that I took and also some still shots that I took. I took the video in 1080p, 60 frames per second, simply because I'm still having issues transferring 4K 60 frames per second over on my MacBook. Well, I'm not having issues transferring it. I'm having issues doing edits on it and scrubbing and spicing it up. I'm having issues with that in iMovie. So haven't tried it since then. I used it maybe last week, the first week I got it. The first day I got it, actually, I used it, but I haven't used it since. I did get an update, which it was yesterday, and now I'm currently on iOS. What is it? I'm currently on iOS 11. Let me see. You guys can see that while the screen is bright. 11.1.1, which is the latest update, which I got yesterday. So I did have one issue that was, if you watch my previous video that I just uploaded, was a lock screen issue. Basically, when I turned on the display, I would get the wallpaper, but there would not be the time, the lock, or the buttons on the bottom. All that would disappear on me, and I didn't know what that was about. But I haven't seen that since I got the update. Notifications. The cool thing about notifications here is Apple really didn't say this in its keynote or anything like that, but when you first unlock the phone, I'll show you real quick. Well, my notifications are gone now, but when you first unlock the phone, you got notifications there. There will actually be, they won't be fully displayed. It'll just give you a notification of what it is, like YouTube, email, whatever. But it won't expand the notification. So if someone picks up your phone, they're not going to see what the notification is or what the message is. Now, if I pick up the phone and I look at it and notifications pop up, they will actually expand, and you'll be able to read all your messages right on the lock screen. Not the entire message, but you will see what the message is about, who it's from, and what it's containing. And that is something that Apple didn't mention, I don't think, in their keynote. And I thought it was very cool that's even in there, that you can just hit the button and then your notifications will pop up. And if you're not the one with the registered Face ID, it will not show you what the content is. What's up, Brian Harkins? In the building. Thank you for joining the live stream. It's real early in the morning. I'm drinking my first cup of coffee right here. I got my dishwasher running in the background. If you guys do hear some kind of noises in the background, it's my dishwasher. I got it running. And decided to just make a quick live stream. Since I didn't put together a 1 week video on the iPhone X, I basically put a video together that was just speaking on the notch. So I didn't put together a 1 week review. I figured I'd do that now. Live stream. I'll just talk to you guys and give you guys my thoughts and how it's been going with this 1 week of the iPhone 10. So we already went into the battery life. So the battery life for my usage is real good. I end up going to bed with about 35%, 40% left over, which is it'll give me a whole day's battery. It's not the best, but it does do the job, so it's pretty good. I could deal with that. The next thing I want to speak on is the display. The display is beautiful. You guys can see it there. I don't know if the camera's actually doing it justice, but it's an AMOLED panel we got this time around. Would you suggest the iPhone 10? There is a lot of great phones out there. That's a good question from Brian Harkins. Would I suggest it? Well, if it's going to be like your first smartphone, definitely not, because it's well overpriced and you can probably benefit from a lower costing phone that probably costs a quarter of what this is going for right now. So now if you're in the Apple ecosystem, like let's say you have a MacBook and you've previously owned an iPhone, like you got the 7 or you got the 6 Plus or something like that, and you're thinking about upgrading and you're coming from one of those phones, and you do have and your pockets can afford the iPhone 10, then go for it. But I don't know, it's a great phone, don't get me wrong, for the right person. Tech Junkie says, if you had the money to spend, yes. If you got the money to spend on a smartphone, if you got $1,000 to just spend on yourself and pick up a smartphone, This one is definitely going to do the job if you plan on keeping it for about 3 or 4 years, and you just want to invest $1,000, and you're going to guarantee to get updates for at least 3 or 4 years. So you're going to have the latest operating system coming from Apple, and it's going to hold up pretty good. I think, in my opinion, as long as you keep a case on it, it should hold up pretty good. As long as you keep a tempered glass on it, like I have on there right now, you just protect your investment, and you should be good for the next 3 or 4 years with updates and security, and not security patches, but with updates and security on this phone is actually pretty good. FaceTime and iMessage are something that's top level right there as far as messaging goes. I think iMessage is one of the best messaging services available on a smartphone, in my opinion. You know, you got all kinds of things. Now, I believe now you'll be able to send money on iMessage. I may be wrong, but if someone is using iMessage and you want to send them money now, I think that's going to be implemented later on. But a FaceTime video, I know there's video calling on Android, but it doesn't compare to FaceTime, in my opinion, because FaceTime, it's a better experience. The video quality that's going back and forth is way better than anything I've seen on Android when it comes to video chatting, and that's something big for me to even say that, but that's how it's been in my use. I've been using an iPhone for years now. For years, I've been using the iPhone back and forth between Android and iOS, and you can see right here I have the Essential phone. So I always keep an Android. I like Android also. So Android is an awesome operating system, and iOS is also. Let me get another comment here. Tech Junkie says, if you're getting on installments and you want an iPhone, I would definitely get the X. If you're going to get one, be future proof. Yes, I totally agree with Tech Junkie. Tech Junkies. If you want to get the phone, there's methods of getting it. You can just get it on a payment plan, and you can pick it up that way. I think you're able to pay like $30 a month or something like that, and then you don't have to keep it for the 2 years or nothing. You can actually on T-Mobile, if you actually paid at least half of the phone, and next year's phone comes out, and you're already halfway paid, you could just turn it in and grab a new one with zero down payment and everything. So I think that's pretty cool. They're offering that on T-Mobile. I just read up on that a few days ago, where I got a text message. Let me see if I still have it on here. Okay, here it is right here. It says, congratulations, because of your recent iPhone purchase, you are automatically enrolled in the T-Mobile free iPhone upgrade program. So they sent me this text message. I would show you guys, but there's here, I'll show you. They sent me that text message, and there's a link there, and now I'm actually enrolled in T-Mobile's upgrade program. So next year I can just trade my iPhone in and get another one in and get the newer one if I want to go that route. So I thought that was pretty cool by T-Mobile. Okay, let me read another question by Tech Junkies again. Android would be a whole different discussion. Yes, I never owned iOS. Okay, Brian, since you never owned iOS, it's going to be a huge learning curve, especially if you pick up the iPhone. Not a huge learning curve. I think what phone are you coming from, first off? I think it's not going to be a bad transition. I enjoy iOS, man. People hate it, and that's why I titled this video Love and Hate, because some people hate the iPhone and they hate iOS, and they actually, they voice their opinions, and that's cool. You have a right to voice your opinion. They hate the Apple iPhone. They hate Apple's ecosystem, but they're always in the mix. They're always they always got an eye out for Apple products, even though they hate it. I don't understand that. Oh, the OnePlus 3T is an awesome phone. OnePlus 3T is an awesome phone. If you want, you could try. There's different methods you can do through your carriers. You got what they call that, buyer's remorse. where you can pick it up and use it for about 14 days, and if you get the feel for it, you can keep it. If not, you can return it. I do it all the time. I always, like, something comes out on T-Mobile and I just want to try it out and see how I think about it. I'll pick it up, use it for 14 days, and return it. I believe there is a fee though if on T-Mobile. Uh, Different carriers have different return policies, so make sure you read up on that. But at T-Mobile, if you do have T-Mobile, you can pick the phone up and use it for about 14 days, 2 weeks. If you don't like it, you can just return it. But I do believe there is a fee, a $50 restock fee. I'm not 100% sure on that. It's been a while since I've done that. Now, if you pick it up online, it's a whole different story. If you pick it up online, you return it online, so there's not a fee, and you actually get more time. So if you pick up a phone online from T-Mobile, instead of 14 days, I believe you have 20 days. Buyer's remorse, and there's no fee for returning the phone. They actually pay for shipping and everything, which I thought is amazing. Next question: Android, iPhone. You would probably like it, just not customizable. That is definitely true. That's why we have another love and hate live stream right here, because people love the iPhone, but they hate the fact that they can't customize the iPhone. It's just very locked down. Um, my first few videos that I ever made on YouTube were actually jailbreak videos. I was heavy into jailbreaking, and that's basically all I did. I was actually doing it. Well, I've always been doing it as a hobby. I never knew that there was any revenue that you could earn on YouTube. I wasn't interested in any of that. I was just interested in helping people customize their phones. In the very beginning of my YouTube channel, that's what I used to do. I used to just jailbreak the iPhone and show people how to jailbreak the iPhone and how to change and do different things with the jailbreak. Those are the videos that started my YouTube channel. So that's why I have I have a love for Apple, because they actually, without the iPhone, I don't think I would have had a YouTube channel. That goes for a lot of us YouTubers. We all started off almost the same way, making jailbreak videos and modifying the customizing your iPhone. So let me see another one in the building. New Fin Show 031. I've seen you in my comments. I think I've answered you a few of your comments. I think I remember your name. Let me see. So you would choose the iPhone X over the Essential if you had to keep one? Yes, I would. If it was between the Essential phone and the iPhone 10, I'm going to be totally honest. The build quality on the Essential phone is amazing. But Android, that's where Android kind of falls back on. They start off real good. Don't get me wrong. They start off real good, and they start lacking in updates. You can see that with the Samsung phones, with the LG phones. They may update the phone maybe once and continue to do security patches, but as far as operating systems upgrade, like, you'll see it. Some phones won't even get the upgrade. Now with the Apple iPhone 10, you're definitely going to get updates. Check it out. My son, right now, he's using my old iPhone 5S. And that phone, mind you, how old is that iPhone? That iPhone's about 5 years old, and it's still getting updates from Apple. It's actually on iOS 11. So how cool is that? You won't see that. You may not never see that on the Essential phone. I'm probably speaking a little bit too soon on it, but this is a phone that it's from a company that just came out, and I don't really know the company that well, so I couldn't really speak on how the updates are going to be on this phone. But so far, they've been coming out pretty good with the updates. But can they actually guarantee updates like Apple does? Apple, when it comes to updates, man, they're the kings. All their phones, basically. There's a lot of fragmentation on Android, and that's a topic that you've probably seen or heard before. There's a lot of fragmentation on Android, and there's way less fragmentation on iOS simply because iOS updates the crap out of their phones. Like I said, my son has the iPhone 5S and he's on iOS 11. That's 5 years old. That phone's 5 years old. I put it back in the case because the back is very prone to breaking from what I've been seeing on YouTube, so I'm not too sure. Let me get another question here. Okay, another question from NewFinShow031. When you're scrolling on Chrome, is there any way to move the controls? iPhone uses the whole screen in Safari. Let's have a look at that. Are you speaking on the iPhone? Any way to move the controls? I don't understand what you mean. I'm on Chrome right here. What controls are you speaking on? This question is for New Fin Show. No, New FN Show. I can't pronounce your name, but I love Apple products, but I broke my every iPhone I've ever owned within a year. Wow, that's kind of careless there. Um, I have every single iPhone that ever came out. Never broke one. I never had a screen break or anything like that ever. Let me see. The essential Android controls. Let's go back. Do you have the essential phone? I don't understand. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. We're in Chrome here. Let me turn my brightness down. Sorry. This is Chrome. I don't. Let me try to answer your question here. The Android controls. Do you mean the nav bar at the bottom? Is that what you mean? The navigation bar? I think there's going to be an update. I think that's what you're speaking on, the navigation bar at the bottom. There's going to be an update coming out pretty soon that you'll be able to swipe. It'll actually swipe away or auto hide. I think it's what they're going to be doing. Plus, I think it's set to get Android Nougat. So, yeah, I think that's what New Finshow 031 is speaking on. He's talking about will there be an update where you can hide the nav buttons at the bottom? I think that's okay. The nav bar, yeah. So that should go away. It used to, not on this phone, but I've seen it where once you start to scroll, it'll auto hide. But there's an update coming for it, so just be on the lookout for the update. I just got another update. I've been getting updates back to back on the Essential phone, so I'm very impressed with the Essential phone when it comes to the updates. I think I took a screenshot of my last one. Let me see if I still have it here. Albums. I may not have it. Let me see. I may not have it here, but I took screenshots. Let me go into my folders. Okay, device folders. Camera. So I can't find it right now, but I took a screenshot of the update, which I just got yesterday or day before yesterday. So it was an update, it was a security patch update, and it also fixed an issue that they had with the fingerprint gestures on the back. So now we got the fingerprint gestures there. I think there was an issue with the fingerprint reader, so I'm not sure. But that's been fixed. There's actually an update security patch, and I haven't looked at it, but I know it was there. Still on Android. 7.1.1, and you can see the November security patch is out. So they actually updated it with the security patch. You can see there, November 5th, 2017. That was cool. That was like real quick. So, like I said, I got my October October patch, October 5th, and then I got my November patch back to back. It was real quick. So happy with the updates so far at the moment with the Essential phone. They're doing a great job as far as the update. Like I said, we just need that nav bar update, so auto hide, and I'll be good with the Essential phone. Really awesome phone. Let me read some more. I've never broke one either. Tech Junkie says he's never broken a smartphone either. You know, I've been lucky with the smartphones. I don't have a case on the Essential phone. I just love the way it feels. It's just, I think it's the, Donovan Hornbeck said it on I don't know where he said it on. I think he said it on one of his videos. It has to be the best feeling phone I've ever held so far this year, and I think any phone. This phone, the Essential phone, just it feels the best. It feels the best in the hand. You know, the best phone that I've ever held in my hand. I'm gonna give it to the Essential phone. I love the flat edges. I'm not a fan of the curved edges. I like the flat edges. It feels substantial in the hand, and it feels like I have a real good grip on it. It's not a slippery phone for me, and I just love this phone right here. This phone, if I decide, if it's hard to decide with the iPhone 10. iPhone 10 simply because I'm already in the ecosystem. I got the MacBook, I got the Apple Watch, so that's why I would lean towards the iPhone 10. But if I didn't have those things and I was just I was on Windows or whatever, I'd go with the Essential phone. The Essential phone is an awesome phone. I like this phone. This is my number one phone right now. This one is my number one. Well, this one is actually my favorite, my preferred, and this will be my number two, simply because I got the MacBook and my wife, my kids, they're all on the iPhone. So iMessage is just something to consider when when the rest of your family's on iPhone. iMessage, FaceTime. That's why I keep it, basically to keep in touch with my friends and family who mostly have the iPhone. But yeah, I prefer the Essential phone. The Essential phone is just the boss, in my opinion. I think the battery life is even better. Next question, let me see. Which screen is actually bigger for Netflix? That question is from New FN Show. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it. I'm gonna be honest, I like the screen, even though we have an AMOLED screen on the iPhone 10. I like the screen better on the Essential. They're both great screens, but I like the Essential screen. I just like it better. I think the side bezels on the sides are actually thinner. So in my opinion, it just looks nicer. I like the Essential screen better than the iPhone, even though the iPhone's AMOLED. That's just me. That's just personal preference, I guess. As far as Netflix goes, they're both pretty good on Netflix. Both screens look good on Netflix. Let me see if I can open up Netflix real quick for you so you guys can check it out. The Essential is going to get I think the Essential has, you can see on the Essential phone, you get the black bars. Let me see if I can get this. Okay. On the Essential phone, you get the black bars. You already have the black bar on the bottom. So they just black out the sides on the Essential phone, and it just evens it out, and I think it looks real good. Personally, I think it looks better than the iPhone 10, because this is just I prefer this look than this look here, which I'm going to show you on the iPhone 10 with Netflix. Let me see if I can get into Netflix real quick. Just want to pull this up. So this is what it looks like on on the iPhone 10. So here is the love-hate You see how that looks? Which one do you prefer? Check it out. Let me see if I can hold it a little better. Let me adjust my hands real quick. Whoa. So check it out. iPhone on the top and Essential on the bottom. I lean towards the Essential. I just like the screen, the way it's just squared off. It just seems more, not better, but it seems like that's the way it's supposed to be. And yeah, that's what it looks like on the iPhone 10. I'm not too thrilled about it, so that's one thing that I've dealt with it for about a week now, and you get used to it. After a while, the notch doesn't become invisible. So don't get me wrong; it's always going to be there, but you get used to looking at it, and you learned. How would I say? You learn to ignore the notch after a few days. In landscape mode, I don't mind it at all. You learn to ignore it, and not in landscape. In portrait mode, you don't mind. I don't mind it at all. But in landscape mode, you learn to ignore it. So I hate to say it, but I kind of hate the notch. I hate the notch, but you learn to ignore it after a few days. Let me see. Other than that, we've been over the battery life on the iPhone 10. It's not the greatest, once again, but it does get me through the whole day. I don't have to charge. I don't have to mid-charge. It'll last me the whole entire day, which is pretty good. And the screen is beautiful. The notch, I just kind of hate it, but the screen is beautiful. The operating system, iOS 11, 11.1.1, that's what I'm running right now, is very fluid. I haven't noticed any hiccups other than the lock screen issues that I was having. When I went to unlock it, there was nothing there. But overall, the cameras are real good. The audio quality when recording videos seems, in my ears, it seems to be better than the iPhone 7 Plus. I was recording with the iPhone 7 Plus, and I always needed to use an external mic because the audio was just low. It was just dim. Couldn't hear it real good. So I always had to plug in an external mic. With the iPhone 10, we don't have that issue. I think my audio is pretty good with the iPhone 10. I haven't really did a comparison video, but to my ears on playback, I think it sounds pretty good. Let me see what else I covered. That's about it, guys. As far as, I've only had it for a week. I'm giving you my opinions on it and what I love and hate about it. The notch is something you just got to get used to it, but I hate the price also. The price is just overpriced. Is it worth it? I'm not sure. I could recommend a phone that costs $1,000 with all those wonderful phones that are out there. But if you have to have an iPhone, then I would say, maybe it is worth it to you. But quick video, guys. I just want to hang out with you guys today and give you guys a little bit of feedback on iPhone 10 love-hate relationship. So far, I'm loving the phone, I'm hating the price, and I'm hating the notch. And with that being said, I'm out. I'll catch you guys on another video. Thank you guys for joining. Make sure you share this video out for me. I really appreciate it. For you guys in the live stream, Tech Junkie and Brian and all you guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.